All right, folks, we are live. We are back with Rhys. The Rhys equation is back. We are starting the Q&A sessions. This is the first Q&A session. If you guys have a question for Rhys, drop it in the comment section. Or you can actually join us live here on Discord. I'm going to drop the link for you guys. Join us on Discord. Don't forget to head over to Rhys Nybo's YouTube channel. Just search, it's easier to search Rhys Nybo. He doesn't quite have the youtube.com/Rhys Nybo link yet, but if you search Rhys Nybo, you will find his channel. He's a DJ. He's a artist in many different ways. He's a magician. What else do you do, Rhys?
I do DJing, and I play the guitar.
Nice.
As well as being very artistic with drawings and paintings and sketching.
I always like your when you set up these scenes during like the holidays. I always like your you know what I'm talking about. Like you'll decorate your entire house with these different like settings.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Let's start with a couple questions since this is the first Q&A. Let's just have you talk a little bit about what life has been like for you as a whole. What has life been like for you?
Well, what a life is like to me is to say it is lots of interesting things that need to be explored. Just goes beyond comprehension.
Yeah, so, such as, can you give us an example of some of those?
Yeah, like being productive and being adventurous and just looking at nature's beauty and what it has to offer.
Do you get a fair amount of artistic inspiration from nature?
I do.
So what, maybe talk me a little bit through what is that like? Like, let's say you're on a hike, you're around trees, the moss, the river, the water, all that stuff. What does that do to you, let's say, when you're thinking about music?
Just give me a moment here.
Yeah, sure.
I just sent you a message.
Oh, you sent me one?
Yeah, on FB.
Oh, on Facebook. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, are you not seeing the screen? That's okay. We can
No.
talk about this on the air. Oh, you're not? Oh.
No, what happened? This is
Oh, yeah.
kind of new, and I saw a screen that says this stream has ended. Cricket noise.
Oh, yeah. That's okay, Rhys. Here, let me share this again. Or here, actually, that was the wrong screen. Let me share this. I'll share.
Okay, it's okay.
There we go. Now
I was wanting to know what was going on there.
Yeah, no, it's all good. We're still live. So
Again.
yeah,
Yeah.
so let's talk a little bit about art. Where do where how does inspiration enter your mind? What do you
Well,
notice?
when inspiration comes to my mind is just being outside and just embracing the nature of it and just meditating and just um, having the spirits of it, nature, like work in the flow there. So it's like having mind, body, heart, soul, and the spirit together, and having it branch off and in a way that is constructive.
Okay. Cool. Let's give some other people an opportunity. Nivik, do you have a question for Rhys?
No,
You're just listening?
I wasn't aware of the topic. I just popped up.
It's just a
And
general
I wasn't really.
It's just a general Q&A.
What are you into, Reese?
What? Come again?
What is it you're into? What are your channels about? I heard you have
Well,
channels.
yeah. On my YouTube channel, I like do magic tutorials, tours like nature walks and showing the beauty of Nelson, BC, and what it has. And I do some random videos a bit, but staying focused on like outside stuff.
What are the ad tutorials?
Interesting. I might have to get myself a headset there. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Cool, Rhys. Yeah, Nivik, try to speak clear and loud and slow, just so we can get, because I'm even having a hard time hearing your questions. So.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just try not to mumble.
I have a headset for my phone, so I can easily hear all of you,
great.
and that way I can easily get to here, because yeah, sometimes my phone gets a little low at times.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I can hear it loud and good.
Okay, excellent.
Perfect.
Go ahead, Nivik. What was your question?
No, just that's not. What are the ad tutorials?
Well, I do tutorials on like magic, as well as on like on DJing, on things like sound, and how to like prevent from mistakes, and just
Oh, cool.
being like showing my knowledge with that and my insight on it as well too.
You make music?
I do. I'm a DJ. I go by the name of DJ Vulpix, and I've DJ'd for 7.5 years.
Oh.
And I've DJ'd here in Nelson, BC for a few clubs in town, as well as in Castlegar. I've done that there.
Where did you, hey
So-
Rhys, where did you
Yeah?
DJ in Castlegar? What venue?
It was actually in a college,
Oh, cool.
the Selkirk College up in Castlegar.
Nice. What was that? Can you tell me about that experience? Like, was there a bunch of dancing women around, like wanting your autograph? Like, what was the atmosphere? Tell me about that.
Well, the atmosphere was great. It was a mix of like others too,
Right.
dancing and having fun.
Cool. And what kind of tunes are you typically DJing with? Like, I know you do a lot of like trance dance tunes and maybe some reggae in there. Like, give us an idea of of what kind of music you like to DJ?
Well, like a little bit of techno. I throw in a little bit of techno just to like spice things up a little bit, and just things like electric, making
Right.
it lively,
It's electric. Ding, 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 ding,
electrifying.
electrifying. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, can you
Definitely.
see? Can you see Wise Ape on the screen there? Do you see the other? Can you see the other guy who has his camera on?
Well, I do see that screen again.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about that screen because my computer
Okay,
can't.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Hey, let's check in with Wise Ape. Wise Ape, do you have a question for Rhys? Oh, you're still muted there, brother. There we go.
I'm running a lawnmower, but I enjoy listening in.
Oh, okay. You're just having to listen. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear the mower, or is it too loud?
It's actually okay.
How about now?
Oh, now it's loud.
No, just keep doing what you're doing. It sounds good.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
I'm
Yeah,
just
he's
gonna
just running
listen
his
in.
lawnmower, Rhys, so it's hard for him. Kevin Chaos on YouTube says Rhys for you. Has Rhys done magic live on stage? Does that interest him?
Yes, I would absolutely love to do live magic shows. I've done maybe a little bit on Facebook of what was going on to provide the excitement, and just showing some really cool magic tricks with that too. And
Right.
I just love magic, and how it makes a person feel.
Do you like, what do you like about it? Do you like the reaction magic gets out of people? Like, is that what really draws you to it?
Well, what draws me to it is the excitement from others and just watching them smile and having fun and just enjoying themselves
Right.
with it.
You're kind of like me in that, right? Like, I really love seeing people enjoying themselves regardless of what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to, I just found a really nice picture of you. I'm going to make that the thumbnail for this YouTube live stream. I just have to update that. I forgot to do it. Change. Let's go desktop. I think it's probably the best picture I've ever seen of you, man. And you know
well,
me.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
I'll tell you the truth. You know me. Let's see if Divine Evil. Do you have a question for Rhys?
Yeah, I guess just a quick one. Hi, Rhys.
Hello.
I wanted to ask, what was the thing that first made you interested in music? What was that first thing that like after which you decided that you wanted to become a DJ?
Well, just growing up with DJs from my past, and just loved what they do, and was surrounded at a very young age, very musically, and it just grew upon me, and just branched off from there, and started like like mixing music a little bit for myself, and then it just manifested itself, and it became pretty big, and therefore it like branched off into other bigger things. And then I done my first show, which was at Expressions Cafe here in Nelson, BC. Was my first show, and then it just came from there, where then others in Nelson, BC wanted to like see more music and just all that too. It was pretty good.
Everyone who's tuning in, we are speaking with Rhys Nybo live on youtube.com/Pangburn. Make sure to subscribe. But more importantly, head over to Rhys's channel. Just search Rhys Nybo on YouTube, and you'll see he's got 711 subscribers. Let's get him up to 1,000 subscribers, and then he can have that cool link, youtube.com/Rhys Nybo. We want to get those numbers up. So let's work on that. Rhys, I have a question for you. What is your most hated? What is your most hated chore to do, like around the house? Is it washing dishes? Is it laundry? What is it?
Well, let's say that it all needs to get done, but the thing that I really don't like having to do is probably there's actually like two things, but the most one that I don't like doing is the dishes at times.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Dishes suck.
Exactly, but it does happen though.
Yeah, it just happens. It's part of life.
It is.
Well, maybe
yeah.
If you ever became, Rhys, a world famous DJ and you had all this, you just had mountains of money, would you think you would hire a maid to help out with that kind of stuff?
Well, the thought of it, I like it, but in other terms, if I have to, it's not like a burden on me. I don't mind washing the dishes. It is the amount, if it's like a lot, but if it's like a little bit, then I'm okay with a little bit of dishes.
Yeah.
But if it's like a lot, then it's like, ooh, how do I get over this mountain?
Right. Right. So, and then obviously having a maid in the house is going to, be an extra person in the house. Have you ever since moving out of where you lived when you were growing up and going to high school, have you ever lived with a roommate or lived with someone?
I haven't, no.
Do you ever think of what that would be like?
That's a good question. It would be pretty good.
Yeah.
And that it'll be nice to not having to be by myself all the time, because that does tend to get pretty lonely as just one person.
Right.
It's nice to maybe share a roof with someone.
Yeah.
Then it's like it makes it feel more at home, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Have you ever looked into what you need to do to find a roommate, or maybe you would look for living situations where someone was looking for a roommate in a place that they were already renting or something? Have you ever looked at that?
Not back then. I haven't, no.
Right.
But I would like to probably get one, but it has to be a good place though, enough space, or I can have the stuff that I work with, like my Halloween stuff and other. Make sure it's enough room to maybe get an actual a music studio, basically.
Oh yeah, like have a nice studio space.
Yeah, I didn't have. That's the reason why I don't have my DJing stuff up in here, because I just couldn't find any space to actually have it up
Right.
a lot. And do it with the cats. I love cats, but I just don't like how they jump up on things
Yeah.
for DJing equipments.
Yeah. No kidding.
It's gotta be mindful, and that's the other reason why I don't really have it up here, but it'd be nice to like have it up in an actual a room where I could have a
Yeah.
place to have access to it.
Yeah, I hear what you mean.
And keep that door closed or something like that too.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. Like
Yeah.
you love cats, you love having them around, but when it comes to doing
Yeah.
your work and doing your DJ, you want to be able to close yourself off and be like, okay, guys, yeah, this room is not for cats.
Yeah, and just like being focused, being focused and doing my craft and just practicing. I need a place for that, but I don't have it over here.
Right.
So that's
Now-
nothing I want to get is a good space.
Right. Has
that.
has COVID made it hard? Has COVID made dating hard?
As in for what?
Like if you're interested in dating right now, is it hard to find opportunities to go out to, like, say, the club or the bar or something like that and meet people? Or are you trying the online dating thing, or what's going on in that part of your life?
Well, right now, not at the ATM. That's known as not at the moment.
Yeah.
But I do have it in my thoughts, though. I don't see that being hard as much as what's happening now. Just being in besides as self-isolation, there's that's been pretty hard. But in other terms, have been getting out with a social worker.
Yeah. Oh, good.
And just doing my adventures, going certain places while playing it nice and safe with mask and hand sanitizer, and doing videos on my adventures and tours that I've done.
Yeah,
and that's on my YouTube channel as well too.
Yeah,
under like Rails to Trails and other.
Yeah, so I mean, it's so important to get out there, get moving. I have to remind myself to do it too, because you can get fucking weighed down, man, if you're not.
I believe it. I felt that weight upon my shoulders. It's been lifted, but I do have things I gotta be mindful of on what's going on right now. Just sticking some finding like healthy ways on having like to help with my my muscle aches I've been having these days.
Oh, okay. And tell me a little bit about that. Have you got that checked out with your doctor?
Yeah, he did say I have a little bit of a catatonia.
Okay, and what is that based on your understanding?
Well, it's like muscle spasms a little bit.
Right.
And I just want to figure out a way on how to like manage that, and because I know there's one thing that my doctor did say that needs to get done, and that is the vaccine.
Right.
And I want to get that, but I just don't know how I should go about it with having these muscle spasms that I've been having a little bit too. So
right, yeah, I hear you. How are you with needles? Do you hate needles? I mean, everyone kind of hates needles.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I just recently went to the hospital just for mandatory testings from my doctor. Some lab work I had to get done.
Right. Okay, cool. Well, I hope all the lab work is good. We got Kevin Chaos.
Me too.
We got Kevin Chaos in the room now. Kevin, do you have a question for Rhys?
Oh, I was jumping in to say hi.
Howdy.
Getting back into the conversation. I was gone for a couple minutes. So.
No worries.
Guys, all's good.
How about you, Nivik or Divine? Do you guys have another question for Rhys? All right. Well, if they can unmute if they come up with one. Rhys, we talked. I put out a poll question the other day about I was promoting the clip when you and I talked about the abortion issue and talking about people aborting fetuses because they discovered that they have Down syndrome. Have you been thinking more about that? Do you have any new thoughts on that, or did you rewatch the video clip, or talk me through what you're thinking on that?
Well, I did slightly watch it, but I don't really have much things to say about that. Thing is, what I said on it was all I had to say upon it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I absolutely loved the knowledge that I shared about it, and
Right.
my take on it.
Yeah. Which you essentially said that you believe that all of these potential lives should have a crack at life, should have a chance. And,
yes.
A lot of people agree with you, man. They do. And there are also a lot of people who don't, a lot of people think that, abortion, and even in the case of, aborting a fetus because it has Down syndrome. One thing people were saying, like we had a conversation on here, is that, Rhys, you are obviously, and I think you know this, very high functioning on the Down syndrome spectrum, right? You have you have your own, you have your own place. You do your own shit. You got your own stuff going on. You're DJ, you're an artist. You got all this stuff. You don't need anyone looking after you, but as well as I do that some people with Down syndrome are not that way, right?
Let's say that I want not to boast in thyself, but more like the most rarest person who has Down syndrome to strive in life with those skills and talents.
Right. Yeah. No, and I think sorry, go ahead.
And being very, very extremely artistic.
Yeah, man. Well, this is what I always say to people, is that your artistic inspirational meters, man, are just through the roof. They're endless. They just spew out of you, and they infect people in a positive way. And that's why I think it's important for the world to be exposed to you and your mind, because it's very inspirational.
Not that I also put that stuff on YouTube as well too. My creations, my set makings, being a filmmaker, and other too. I got even makeup tutorials and other as well too.
Yeah.
So I'm very multimedia with almost basically everything, basically.
Yeah, you guys search Rhys Nybo on YouTube. Search him on all social media platforms. You'll find him. He's quite active on Facebook. So if you want to keep really up to date with Rhys, go facebook.com/Rhys.Nybo. Looks like we have
Rhys,
Yeah, go ahead, Kevin.
Do you have a separate page, like YouTube page, for your music, or do you put that all on your personal?
I put that on just my own personal one.
Okay.
With all the other videos that I've recently done. Also got my DJing my DJing videos on there from this beer bar and
the Spirit Bar. That's a bar in Nelson, right, Rhys?
Yes,
just
it is,
for people who don't know.
And and the Expressions Cafe. And I'll try and get some more DJing videos up there as well too. Have to look on a few things, but yeah,
and
trying
Rhys,
to be active on there.
Rhys, yeah, I really want to do a song with you, so we gotta put our heads together and make a track.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think that would be awesome. Okay, we talked. We checked in on any romance. It sounds like you've been taking it easy away from the
I have,
ladies.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's cool. Do you have any visitors stopping by ever to check in on you or say hello? Do you have many visitors come to your place?
No, we're not allowed to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Due to what's going on, this COVID-19 thing is
Yeah.
not being very nice to others out there, let alone having to have someone to come up and see you. I only have one person that I see on a Thursday, which is my support worker,
Okay.
and that's basically it. And maybe not all the time, but one friend that I do see, but getting separation and just staying true to protocols as well too.
Yeah.
Even though I getting frustrated with what's these restrictions that are going on right now.
Yeah. I know.
Getting frustrated by it, and it's just this gotta take as it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there, but I make do, even though it doesn't feel right to me.
Right. And what do you?
What mask mandates in your area?
Yeah. Go ahead, Kevin.
I was just asking if you guys still have the mask mandates in your area.
Yes, we do have mask mandates here in Olsen, BC. It also depends on the store, but mainly what you do for like being outside is if you're like walking by yourself away from others, then it's okay to have your mask off, but you must put a mask on when you're going into a place and sanitizing up.
Right.
And you mentioned, Rhys, that it's frustrating. Do you just have that urge like some people have just to rip that mask off and be free once again?
No, I don't.
No, good.
Reason is that I want to be safe for overall health and for others.
Right.
As well too, and to help protect it, because I love everyone. I love people, and I want them to be safe, and to have peace.
Yeah.
I even keep everyone in my thoughts and in my prayers on what's going on, because I know that it is hard for everyone out there. And that's the other reason why I do my magic shows on my YouTube, is to show that light and the love with that excitement. And I like candles.
Right.
Give the light there too, because I just feel passionate about people and on how they are feeling. I'm pushing my feelings aside and just having it go out to the people, because they are the ones that matter the most to me right now, is others.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now,
thank you.
Tell me about your social worker meetings. Like, how do those go down typically?
Well, on like Thursdays, I only have one day that I go out and do things. Not much freedom there, but then I'm like, do it. Like, I can also have some of my freedom a little bit more. That's just being mindful on being protected with mask and my hand sanitizer, and just go into town and have a little bit of in-town time for myself at times, but still being at home and just doing the best that I can. That's all that I can do.
Right. Now I want to go to down to South Africa for a second. Deniability. Do you have a question for Rhys? Hopefully, deniability is around. That would be cool to get his question. It looks like we got Randolph Richardson in the room now as well. Randolph, do you have a question for Rhys?
Oh, I just tuned in. I'm just starting to listen, so I don't have any questions so far.
Okay, I have a thanks, Randolph. Thanks for joining us. I have a question, Rhys. What is that big stick staff behind you? What is that?
What do you mean? You mean that?
Yeah.
Actually, it's actually fake.
Oh, it's a snake. It looked like a big stick.
Nope, it's a fake snake. It looks real, but it's not. But I use it like for like Halloween trick videos or summer, anything that needs a snake. That's why I got for stuff like that, and it goes well.
Would you ever want a pet snake?
Not really, no. I love snakes, but not as much as cats and dogs.
Yeah. Because you grew up with dogs, right?
Yes, I grew up with a ton of dogs and cats, and I used to live on the farm a long time ago when I was born and raised in Calgary, Alberta. I was living on the farm with cats and dogs and lots of goats.
Yeah.
And horses.
Yeah. Did you ever milk the goats?
Sorry. No. That I didn't do yet. No. But I did collect eggs from the chickens that we used to have.
Right.
Which was absolutely love that. I used to love watching our goats give birth to very sweet and cute babies.
Yeah.
Absolutely had big smiles on my face just watching some of our goats.
So you were pretty young.
Give birth.
Yeah, that's amazing. You were pretty young at that time. So
I was.
So is that kind of how you learned about birth and reproduction?
A little bit, but I was taught from my mom and dad a bit.
Yeah.
Then I had sex ed later on in my life about other things. But then by experience later on in life, and then it just educated me on that too. But I do, you know, when I'm curious about something, I do look it up, and I study it for a little bit, and it's just like,
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? Like,
it's life-giving.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. It's life-giving. And that's the thing. Life-giving is very important.
Right. Yeah, I
like,
agree, man.
Besides as birthing and nurturing are very important things in life that make life so precious.
Do you think those nurturing roles, are mostly a woman's duty, or do you think it's the man's duty as well?
Not so much on the man, but mainly on the women's side, because they're on the more other nurturing side. But on the man's side, it's more of a kind and caring heart, and more of a role model, basically.
The
one you look up to, like,
and strong.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kevin, I couldn't quite hear what Kevin said there. Kevin, can you just speak up a little bit? Thanks, man.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to synopsize like a compassionate but strong personality.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, anyone in the room have a question? Yeah, Nivik, go ahead.
He said life-giving is very important. Does that mean like his stance on being is strong on being against abortion? Are there any certain circumstances that he would be for it? If that,
So Nivik's asking
if that's the case, that is if that's the case that his stance is strong. If that's the case that his stance is strong, is there any circumstances that he would reconsider being for it?
Yeah, so the question, Rhys, is are there any circumstances like let's use this example. Like if someone got pregnant accidentally when they were 14 or 15, do you think that it would be reasonable to have an abortion if it made enough sense?
Well, let's put it this way. the thing that is the most important is making sure that life is giving, but having the mother and father do what they can and provide with the basics, the love and compassion, and the drive. Even though that yes, it might be a bit of a challenge, but the thing is, there is a hope for those that can get help
Right.
with that too. Like there are communities and other support systems that they can go to help them, and we have that here in Nelson, BC a bit, and I know there's other places like that out in other places too. That way they can get the help that they need to have the child. Now there are cases that um, they do a great job, but the thing is that if, let's say, they have to do a good job of parenting as well too, and like like there's lots of cases like that too. But the main thing is just to keep your faith, um, and just striving to build and create a great um a great parenthood.
Yeah. So, Rhys, it sounds like, to summarize what you just said, that, if these pregnancy mistakes happen, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but if these pregnancy mistakes happen, you think, the mistake, pregnancy, should still be given a shot at life. And if there aren't
Yes.
the resources to for that mother or the mother and the father to take care of it, they should put it up for adoption. Is
Yeah.
that kind of what you're saying?
Well, there's that, yes. But the thing is, at least they give it a great shot at it, a great try, which
Right.
is really good. Like it's a great way of at least bringing that life in and and showing it to the world, and just having it to have an amazing time just to see basically everything.
Right.
Now, let's say that it was unintentional. Well, that can be fixed. Thing is, all this can be fixed. It doesn't burden a person. It can be fixed, which is good. There is hope in getting things fixed, resurfacing, and being strong as well too.
Right.
And other things like, say, if there's a really, really bad condition of, say, the mother or the father, let's say, if they are like having a condition that might be not really good to have a child due to what they have, then I see that something like that may happen.
Right. Like you
Because
yeah.
they're not able to, because of I'm not here to judge people. That's not me. But I mean, like, as in conditions that cannot allow pregnancy.
Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. That makes sense. Like if there are
Okay.
conditions that would let's say harm the mother,
Or hinder.
Or
whatever,
hinder.
of a sort.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead, Nivik.
Yeah.
So you were talking
Speak
about
clearly and loud, please, Nivik.
Okay, so you're talking about the quality of having a good life being a
Yes.
factor. So if there was a potential of not providing, that would factor into how you would address the kid in saying the option of abortion. instead of the option of adoption instead of aborting. What
Yeah,
if
I would
the
rather
what if the
go
kid was
for.
sorry? Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay.
No, I was
I would
saying what the
rather
go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry about
okay.
that.
I would rather have someone be adopted. That way, they do have a great chance in life and thrive than the other way.
Man,
Okay,
okay.
so what if the factor of the physicality of the kid suffering, probably of pain, of the condition, or there wasn't really an option in what do you call it? Well, I guess abortion. I guess adoption would always be there because you have people in very impoverished situations
Right.
and
Yeah.
they
Right.
don't have much options.
Well, let's move
But
on. Thanks for the question, Nivik. Thanks for your answer, Rhys. Mace, do you have a question for Rhys?
You're very welcome.
Sorry, as usual, I missed the start of this, so I don't really know what the topic is.
Yeah, it's just a general Q&A. We're just chatting to Rhys about his ideas and about his life. Just a reminder to everyone, search Rhys Nybo on YouTube. Head over and subscribe to his YouTube channel. You're going to see trick videos. You're going to see DJing. You're going to see jokes. I love your jokes, Rhys. Can you lay a joke on us?
Thank you so much.
Do you have a joke for us?
Oh,
I know
Well,
you're not
let's see
prepared.
what
I
I
kind of
can-
just threw this Q&A at you.
okay. Well, let's just say that it may or may not be funny, but I will just say it anyways. It's a bar joke. You guys might get the punchline with this. Okay, why did the chair go into the bar?
Why?
Just to get smashed.
Can I steal that?
It's fine.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
do that.
That's amazing. Why did the chair go in the bar?
Yes.
To get smashed.
And then another one is okay. So you take a hammer and a nail, and if you try and go into a bar, what tends to happen?
Wait, can you say that one more time? I missed the start.
Okay.
Sorry.
If you take a nail, and a hammer,
Yeah.
and you put that into a bar, what do you get?
What?
You get hammered.
All these play on words. I love it, brother. That's awesome.
Well, I see it fit. I take the hammer, the nail, and you just hammer the nail into a board. And I'm thinking, bar, what go great with it, and then I work on to it.
Oh.
And then it just comes out just as is.
Okay,
And
Kevin
a
H.
similar joke that I think you might like. I
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
come
go
up with
ahead,
this.
Nathan.
Someone else told me this, but it's on the same sort of wavelength. What's red and bad for your teeth?
What's red and bad for your teeth?
Yeah,
I would say an apple.
a brick.
A brick.
Definitely bad for your teeth. I love that one.
All right, we have
Let's
one
go.
more. We have one more, Rhys, from Kevin H on YouTube. He says, I recently took the shell off my racing snail to make it faster. Unfortunately, now it's more sluggish.
Yeah, slugs are slow, so
Yeah,
that was a good one. I enjoyed that one.
yeah, that's good.
That was great.
Deniability, I don't know if
Don't
you're
try
back.
that at home, folks. You'll actually kill the snail.
Deniability, do you have a question for Rhys? Anyone else have a question? Feel free to just jump on. Everyone's just wanting to hear you pontificate, Rhys.
Cool. I'm loving it.
Good, man. Well, let's talk about you. Let's move on to what you're doing today. You're going to be shooting some new content today. What are you shooting?
Yeah.
Give us a
Well-
teaser.
Okay, have to sum it up then. Well, let's say that Victoria Day is coming up on Monday.
Did Rhys freeze for anyone else? Oh,
I'm not hearing him.
Oh, okay. I think Rhys froze. Let's see. We'll probably get him back.
What have I missed for the first hour of this?
Quite a bit. We talked about a lot of different things. We just got off the abortion topic.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to tell him to try reconnect. Try reconnecting to room.
Yeah, Travis.
Just hang on, Nivik. Let's get Rhys reconnected here. Here, this is what I'll do. Here, I'll move.
Have you spoken about any political stuff?
No, we haven't touched on anything really. Oh, we did touch a little bit on fatherhood, a little bit. Here, let me move Rhys to. Maybe this will help. Let's go to open discussions and then move Rhys back. Oh, Rhys, there we go. We got you. You're back.
Oh,
you're back.
I'm back.
Oh yeah, you're back.
I touched something there. What did I touch?
Oh, I think you're okay. You might have just got disconnected. That's okay. We can.
How did that happen?
I don't know. We can see you just fine.
Let me have. I can't see myself now.
Oh, you are.
What happened here?
Oh, you just got to click. Oh, I know. Discord might have closed. Just open up the Discord app and come back down to the weekly showroom and click on that and you'll see us again.
Okay, just wait. Okay. There we go.
There we go.
I am back in.
All right.
Don't know what happened there, but we're back.
We're back. And we are live. Remember, search Rhys on YouTube. And go subscribe to his channel. You can follow him on Facebook as well. Facebook.com/Rhys.Nibo. This is our first Q&A session of many. Go ahead, Mace.
You put a link in the comments, please.
Oh, yes. Yes. Just going to do that.
Just going to make sure I get this mood forward here.
Now, does anyone else have any questions for Rhys before we let him go? Because he's got.
Yeah, just real quick.
What? Okay, you can go first. Mine's a long one.
Go ahead, Nivik.
No, it's just a quick follow up. I was just with the abortion. I was wondering, what if there's a potential of the infant physically suffering in pain, or was going to die?
I think that's been asked and answered, Nivik. Let's move on from this topic. Mace, go ahead.
What do you think about feminism?
What do you think about feminism, Rhys?
Well, that right there is feminism. I don't like the sounds of that. reason being is that everyone wants to be treated equal, including women, and it just needs to step aside with that one.
So
I agree.
Yeah.
So Rhys, do you think like the label of feminism, because there's people that take feminism to mean equality for women, but there's also people, which I think you probably agree with that, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I agree with that one you just said, but the other one about feminism on the other side is actually something that is wrong.
And
it's
can you describe why you think that part's wrong, and then we can have a bit of a conversation about it?
Well, like the thing is, it's kind of like stereotyping and labeling women, and that's not good.
Oh, okay. So you think that maybe when things go too far with feminism,
Yeah.
they start grouping women into this one category of
Or get
feeling a certain way?
labeled.
Yeah,
Or
labels.
get labeled like that. And that's not good.
Yeah,
It's not.
I agree with you, man. Like classical feminism, obviously I believe in equality for women, but I don't
Yeah.
think the label is really useful anymore because of what feminism has become. So, and I think
I hear you on that
yeah.
one. I hear you on that one.
Yeah, and because if you go too far on that feminist spectrum, it seems like you start getting more separatist, more exclusive, as opposed to inclusive, which I think the world should move to inclusivity. Including everyone.
Exactly. I want to see people to be included and in something, being treated fair and equal.
Right. Okay. Now,
It was just all good.
and what you just said, a lot of people would call that classical feminism, but I understand why you
I wouldn't.
scoff at the term, and Mace might disagree. Mace, what do you call feminism, Mace?
I think feminism is people who either think women are superior or inferior for some reason, but point is they're just sexist.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, well, like what you say about sexist, because it is sexist, and I don't like that. Like I want people to just have love for each other. Same goes with women as well too, because there's women rights as well too.
Right.
What do you think about intersectionality?
Maybe Mace, give Rhys a quick definition of what you mean by intersectionality.
So intersectionality, as I see it being used a lot, is basically the term used to describe the oppression Olympics. Basically, if you're a black trans woman, then you're the most oppressed person in the world and you have the most difficult life. And then if you're a straight white male, then you're the oppressor and you have white male privilege and all that jazz.
Right, because Rhys, you're technically a straight white male, correct?
I'm more like Hispanic in a way, a little bit. Yeah, but the thing is, let's put it this way. The way I see it is,
Hola, señor.
no one's his stereotype. There's that one there, no stereotyping, and just just not being a racist, because that goes into a label of many others, many culture. Everyone should be treated with love and respect, and just treating everyone with the rights that they deserve.
Right. Okay, that's a good answer. Amy, do you have a question for Amy Thompson? Do you have a question for Rhys? We're just having a general Q&A session.
Oh, I just I'm sorry. I had just tuned in, and so I realized we're kind of continuing some of the conversation about feminism, and I heard the intersectionality word come up again. Like, oh God, they were arguing about that yesterday. But what are the topics that are?
It's just a general Q&A. Anything about philosophy, art, science, anything you want to ask Rhys, he's open to your question. Well, Amy has a chance to think. I want to throw one at you. This is from MLG Frog. What up, MLG? He's one of our most staunch commenters and engagers on YouTube. Says, question for Rhys. What is love to you, Rhys?
Love is kind, caring, sharing, loyal, and faithful.
Right.
So can you have a toxic love?
Yes.
Like Rhys, one thing that comes to mind, and I just want to point this out, is like a toxic love might be something that like someone is so bad for you in so many ways, but let's say you have amazing sex with them and that is kind of keeping you around. Like that might be what some would consider a toxic love.
Yeah, well, I've heard of that, And
I was thinking of Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
And Gollum from Lord of the Rings as well. Smeagol.
Me precious.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way I see it is that just don't really think about that. You know, it's like I want to have those bad thoughts out of your mind and just having life with love and peace and unity is what matters the most.
And Rhys, I know we've talked about this, but you've said that you've been in love before.
I have, yeah.
And are you currently in love with anyone at this moment?
I'm going to is not talk about that at this given time. I'm sorry about that, guys.
No worries. Now this is the cliffhanger for the next Q&A. I'll tell you, Rhys, what's going to happen now. Everyone is going to want to come in and try to figure out what you're talking about. And I know what you're doing. You're a smart man and you're marketing yourself. I get it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Travis. I didn't
More to come, man. I didn't want to run too far afield, but I did want to ask you, Rhys, based on some of the things you were saying earlier, do you identify as like religious or spiritual or more secular? What would you say?
Well, I have no religion. My religion is love. And let's just say that I'm not a Christian. I'm a free spirit. And I just love people. I do pray and meditate. And just being one with the great outdoors and the spirits. And that's it. And I just love doing that.
And for those of you who don't know, Rhys loves the ganja. Him and I have that in common. What kind of ganja are you smoking right now, brother?
Well, I kind of lie low a bit sometimes, but I do like indica for certain things and sativa to help with my chronic pain I'm having.
Right.
Due to my muscles not doing so great.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't let that hinder me. I don't.
Right.
I just go with the flow and just try and do what I can.
Yeah. Well, Rhys, I remember in high school, speaking about your muscles for a second, I remember in high school, you were always fucking ripped, man. Like you,
thank you.
You have great musculatory system, like aesthetically great. I've never had that. Like I have a very small chest. I have these giant shoulders and a small chest, but you have really good proportions.
Thank you.
And has that been something for you that you've had to maintain through fitness, or were you kind of just born with abs and pecs? Did you just come out looking like a bodybuilder? Oh yeah.
No. Well, let's say I'm not like I'm not like a bodybuilder.
Right.
I just how was this born that way?
Right. Do you do push-ups and lift weights ever, or
I did before. I need to do a little bit more of that. That might help with what's going on a little bit. But the thing is that I do have strength. Well, I do have strength. I just gotta make sure I lie low and take it easy at times.
Yeah.
But the thing is, my doctor did say that because of what you have, because of a low muscle tone,
right,
which I do have, that you might experience some like low motor skills a bit.
Right.
But I do have a great moving skills there. I do have great ways I exercise. I mainly just like walk lots.
Yeah,
now.
That's great.
And just being careful on the weightlifting But I do weightlifting once in a while, not all the time.
Yeah.
Let's go in moderation. That's
Yeah.
what I do to stay fit,
For sure.
which is good.
Now, does Amy or anyone have a question for Rhys?
You're talking about toxic love, and
Yeah.
and I can relate to the, you are love and you're all about the love, and I feel like I am too. I also understand how I got to that point, and interestingly enough, it was through toxic relationships. And I think most people are not capable of coming at it, as you spoke of, just like being loving. Like,
Yeah.
that's not common. And so, I guess in a way I'm curious as to how you arrived at that place, or to talk about, that people are going to be drawn to other people. Like, if you're attracted to toxic people, you're going to start seeing a pattern. You're going to think everyone's toxic. And I think there's purpose behind, I think we always choose the right person, and there's purpose behind those toxic elements of a relationship. And one of them is kind of just like addiction in a way. You're addicted to the drama. You're addicted to that, that intensity of that. And I think some people mistake that for love, if that's how you felt love, if that's what your upbringing was like, and it was just drama and toxicity. And in the absence of that, you're bored, and I would be like, this guy's boring, the nicest person in the world, and I would be like, boring, next. And so
I hear
think
ya.
that there's a path to that. There's a path to get there. And I think some people are aware that it's a toxic relationship. And people have different levels of awareness, but it is within those relationships where you can transcend that, but you have to go through it. Would you agree?
I do.
Yeah.
Now there's one thing is that that's why it's always good to like get to know the person well, to dating, and just trying to like just see who each other is, how they mesh together is important. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You just want to keep on the dating. Don't just accidentally fall in love, because if you do, then it could either go south from there.
Well,
So
I think that's what happens.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens, is that you can't choose, who you're attracted to or who you're drawn to. And I think it's a good place to, because I can look back on my marriage, and there was a lot of drama and toxicity. And even though I was aware of that, I'm like, this is not healthy. The weirdest part of this is that I also knew that it was right. And I think that's two things. It's kind of where I was at, and just that I needed somebody intense like that to show me where my wounds are. And then it was right because I think on a deeper level, I knew that I had to go through that. Like, I knew it was going to be ugly. I knew it wasn't going to end well. And yet I knew I had to.
I feel for
that person.
I do.
Yeah. And I'm grateful. And those are things that I would not put up with anymore. It changed who I am, because instead of judging the other person as toxic, I was able to see that I too, was just as into the toxicity, and I was pointing the finger at him. And if I didn't have my own dysfunction, it wouldn't have lasted a day with somebody like that. So I was drawn into it because of the toxicity. And I think that's where people get stuck. They're compelled and they feel pulled in, and it's like an addiction. They don't know how to leave this person who treats them so poorly. And that's when you have to start looking at why you're drawn to that. You're drawn to people like that because they have something to teach you or show you about yourself, really. Because if you're going to be drawn to somebody like that and treat you poorly, that's on you. And so I think we can all work through that and bring our attention inward. And that's where we can heal and grow into
the kind of person that you are. You know, just you can love everybody and you can see past things and you probably don't take it personally, but that's kind of at least where I come from with it. But I just wanted to
I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah. You have to do the work.
Exactly.
All right, guys.
I know.
Thanks, Amy. We're on our last round of questioning for Rhys.
Okay.
Who else has a question here before we get finished? This is going to be a regular weekly thing, by the way, with Rhys, where we're going to get to hang out with him. Does that sound good, Rhys?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. And now, Rhys, now that you're connected on Discord here, we're having conversations all throughout the week, and we have hangouts almost every night. So I hope you pop in and engage in those conversations and those hangouts. And I'll always make sure I notify.
I'll do what I can with that. Besides us doing videos for YouTube and going to do my tours of Nelson, BC, and then putting them on YouTube for others to see the what it's like, what Nelson has.
Yeah, well, we're excited to hear from you. It looks like Bunny. Did you have a question before we wrap up here? Oh, maybe not. Okay, one last question before we go. MLG Frog asks, Rhys, what is your biggest passion?
My two biggest passions is music and magic.
Good question. And you guys can watch his DJing, his music, his magic at just search Rhys Nybo on YouTube and you'll find him. He has just opened up his own Discord server, so we'll get into promoting that as well. But Rhys, we're so thrilled that you were able to come here and do this Q&A, and I'm happy to make this.
You're very much welcome, Travis.
Yeah, thanks, man. And I, you know, you're part of the family here on Discord, and you can come in here and chat with us anytime you wish, man. So let's all jump down to Trav's tab for the after show. Rhys, you know how you clicked on Weekly Showroom? If you want to join us for a bit in Trav's tab, you can click on that as well. But what's your final message for the day, Rhys?
Well, my final message is things that come to my mind is keeping you guys all in my thoughts and in my prayers, as well as in my heart too. Sending my love and my light to all of you out there.
All right, that's Rhys Nybo. Thanks, brother.
Love and peace.
Love
and peace. Rhys.
Yeah. All right, dude. Let's head down to Trav's tab. And as always, everyone, thank you for tuning in, and let art and science inspire.